congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold 1 million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up, 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 run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment, that's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Oklahoma City Nighthawks and the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Play clock down at 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Kelly. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and 5. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it. Because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made about the 43-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Hands it off out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's O'Brien. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Allen. And it's caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts have moved out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Kelly. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit, coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Kelly. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw is Kelly. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On the counter, it's Hall. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Kelly. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, it took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. On third down, here's Hall. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They come up short here on fourth down. And the Colts are going to take over with the football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tariq Carpenter, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Half 85.
On first down, Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Allen's throw is complete, and they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
Ball again on second down.
4 yards the pickup, first down. From the gun, Kelly. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards.
And the Nighthawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
56. Alert! Hey, tight.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before break. Kelly, deep ball for Goodwin. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Allen now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Alert! 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 Alert!
On play action, Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 52 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here we go, set.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Set, ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Paul want to give up the middle. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Hall again. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. On 1st down, it's Kelly. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Kelly to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to the ground with Hall. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. On play action, Allen. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer, 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Allen off the play fake. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He will score. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7, and that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
It's a nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Allen going to throw.
Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing on first down is Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Ball again on 2nd down.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball again. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A give running right is Hall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Give to Hall running right.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Here's a give to Hall.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
A handoff for Hall.
And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Hall.
A solid stiff arm. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall.
And he is out of bounds here. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Down.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Here we go on 4th down. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
To throw is Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Partner, that'll do it. You know, these week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for Indianapolis, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1.